Hello, been testing out some free AI image generation tools. I've got 5 that I've checked out. These are pretty cool. So the first thing to think about when you're using these AI image generation tools is that your output is only good as your input, and the input is prompt writing. So prompt writing is a new skill, and it's something that's tricky, and you have to be very descriptive. This is a helpful article around what to write in your prompts. The takeaways are, the more detail, the better from what I found. Try not to use abstract words. You want to be very deliberate about what you're putting into the prompt. Stylistic words definitely help. And if you have any examples of very specific things that you want it to mimic or resemble, those are helpful as well. So the first one that I tested out was Dream.ai. Pretty basic tool, but it's using the same backend image processor. So I picked one prompt because I wanted to generate a thumbnail. So I put in a prompt, a futuristic robot, high detail, blue eyes, sitting on a park bench holding a laptop. Just did the same prompt across all 3 of them. So this is the first image that this one built. This one has pretty basic options. There's probably some more things in here that I could dig into. There's some art styles in here, so I could choose different art styles like this. It's pretty cool. You get one for free, and then you have to obviously upgrade to see the other ones. It doesn't look like they're using a credit system like some of the other ones are using. So that's the first one. The second one is Canva. I use Canva all the time for a lot of presentations or different types of material, even Word docs. I'd almost build them in this software sometimes. So here's this option. A little more basic, but they do have some of these styles to mimic in there. So I could hit this dreamy one for this same robot image prompt. There's definitely a lot of image processing going on in the back end of all of these things, so it's not instantaneous. So here's a new image that this one generated. So that's the next one, Microsoft Bing. A lot of people use this one as well, and pretty impressive imagery. You get, I think, 25 free, I think they're called boost credits, which help the image process faster. So it's pretty cool the way they have that set up. So at least you can do some things for free in there, but you do have to pay for it after you use a certain amount per day. The next one, Dream Studio. This one is pretty impressive. A lot more customization options. There's different styles in here as well that you can use. You can write negative prompts. You can upload your own image. And that's one thing that's important. You can either do an image to an image along with the text prompts, or you can just do straight up text to image. It can be useful for both ways, but this imagery is pretty impressive. There's a way to up-res them. And then the last one that I find myself using more often than not is Leonardo.ai. This one is pretty cool. You can pick the image dimensions. They have different image processing model. They even have different community models where people can basically create a style to what they're trying to generate, and it allows you to save your style so you can recreate things. So if you wanted to have a certain character or a different style connected to something, you could keep recreating that, which is pretty cool. So the same prompts, pretty impressive, the detail that this one generates. And you get 150 credits a day, which keep resetting, and that's pretty cool. It's more than enough, and I usually use 1 or 2 images at a time. You could do up to 8, but there's a lot of different ways where you can use these prompts. It's very similar to Midjourney. So Midjourney I think it used to be a free tool, but now it is definitely a paid tool. It's probably one of the most popular out there, and these images are pretty phenomenal. But that does start at $8 a month. So check it out. These are the top 5 that I was playing around with.